In the series of stories of superhit films shown on the Khabar Tak, the new link of the story that I have brought before you today is the story of film Hero. This film was brought on silver screen in 1983 and was one of the most grossing film of that year. This film was directed by Subhas Ghai and as a maker it was his first film. The lead role in this film were played by Jacky Shroff and Minakshi Sheshadri. Shakti Kapoor and Amrish Puri played the role of villain, and Sanjeev Kumar and Sammi Kapoor, etc., played character role in this film. This film included many beautiful dance scenes as well as melodious song. The music director of this film were Lakshmikant Pyarelal, and the voiceover to the song of this film were given by Lata Mangeshkar, Anuradha Paudwal, Suresh Wadekar. The first few lines of this melodious song I am humming for your amusement. तू मेरा जानू है, मैं तेरा दिलबर हूँ, मेरी प्रेम कहानी का तू हीरो है, पर प्रेम ग्रंथ के पन्नों पर अपनी तकदीर तो जीरो है, अपनी तकदीर तो जीरो है। प्यार करने वाले कभी डरते नहीं, हाँ डरते नहीं, जो डरते हैं वो प्यार करते नहीं, प्यार करते नहीं। नींदिया से जागी बहार, ऐसा मौसम देखा पहली बार, कोयल कूके गाए मल्हार, नींदिया से जागी बहार। Now listen to the entire story of film Hero. The film Hero begins with a scene of notorious criminal named Pasha, played by Amrish Puri, being taken to jail. Meanwhile, a voice echoes from the background, insisting that a criminal who ruins the life of everyone from children to young people should not be kept alive. The judge orders the police to submit all evidence by a certain date. Meanwhile, a member of Pasha's gang, under the pretext of sending food through a teenager, sends Pasha a letter saying that his close friend Jacky, played by Jacky shroff, can secure his release through Police Commissioner Srikant. Pasha is delighted to read this letter. One day, a Bengali youth who knows Jacky comes to him and tells him that the brother of the girl accompanying him wants to marry her to a wealthy man, but she wants him. The girl's brother has threatened to have both of us beaten up by a goon if we marry. Jacky Dada calls him to his hideout the next day and promises to arrange the wedding. When the girl's brother learns of this, sets off another goon to beat them. This goon comes to Jacky's hideouts and threatens everyone to stop the wedding. Jacky then steps in and bats him up. The goon's companion flees and the Bengali couple is married. Immediately after this incident, a man brings Jacky a message from Saka. The message says, I raised you. By verdict is due is in court. The 15th retired Inspector General Srikant Mathur, played by Sammi Kapoor, is to testify. If he testifies, I will be sentenced to death, so stop him. You know exactly how to stop him. Upon reading this letter, Jacky, accompanied by his goons, arrives at the home of retired Inspector General Srikant Mathur, who lives this time in Khandala, and threatens him that if he testifies in court on the 25th, his daughter Radha, played by Minakshi Sheshadri, could lose her life. I have no one in this world to cry for me, but you have a family behind you. But Srikant Mathur tells him that he has heard such threats many times and is not afraid. He will testify in court on the 25th. The Saka will be hanged. With very little time left until the 25th, Jacky's goons tell him that his retired Srikant Mathur is not a man to be feared. Jacky announces that another tactic will be employed. He then outlines a plan to his men which requires them to go to the college annual function where Radha is performing a dance and start a barrage gunfire disrupting the atmosphere. He will then pose as a policeman and take away Radha with him. After Jacky executes this plan, he informs Srikant Mathur of this. Srikant Mathur, armed with a revolver, sets off for Jacky's hideout. Then his foster son Damodar, played by Sanjeev Kumar, stops him and insists he will handle the matter himself. Saka is overjoyed upon learning this. He secretly believes that now Srikant Mathur will understand Saka's language. Radha, living in a forest area under Jacky's control, rebukes them for lying about being police officers, claiming that they have no proof that they are police. Then Jacky sends a blank tape to Srikant Mathur and asks him to return it, tapping words saying, "Darling Radha, I myself have asked Jacky to keep you under his care for a few days to protect you from the bandits." Srikant Mathur refuses. Damodar then delivers the tape to him through Jacky's men, tipping the same in the tape. Meanwhile, Radha her personality captivates all the bandits claiming to be police. She cooks and feeds them, yet the bandits remain suspicious of her, fearing that she might escape. One day, while bathing by a waterfall, she sings a melodious song and dances, captivating Jacky along with the other bandits. One day, while Jacky is bathing with his eyes closed, he calls out to his subordinate to apply soap. Radha, passing by, being the soap to him. During this time, with his eye closed, he sings praise of Radha and says that he loves her. But as soon as he opens his eyes and sees Radha in front of him, he takes her to her place of residence and forbids her from going anywhere, saying that in such a situation she might become a victim of bandits. One day Radha suddenly wakes up in the morning and starts crying. Jacky asks her why. She says she misses her parents. Is life even life without parents? You have parents, don't you? How can you understand the pain of a parent? Hearing this, Jacky is lost in memories of his past, when his mother was dying and the father and he set out to sell flutes to pay for her medicines. His father had been forbidden by the doctor to play the flutes, but despite this, he continued playing the flute to raise money for his mother's treatment. Saka, who was romancing his girlfriend at that time, noticed him. He lured his father with money and forced him to play the flute. Causing him to gasp, he then began playing the flutes for Saka's girlfriend. Hearing this, then some villagers arrived and informed his father that his wife had passed away. Hearing this, his father too died. Thereafter, when Jacky insists on continuing to play the flute, Saka tells him that he cannot earn much in this world this way playing flute. If he stays with him, he can earn a good living. Then he drags him into the world of crime. Radha and Jacky's love blossoms here day by day. Meanwhile, Damodar hatches a plan to capture Jacky, freeing Radha from his clutches and bringing him to justice. Under this plan, he plans to attack Jacky's hideout not as a police officer but as a bandit. When Damodar attacks Jacky's hideout in this form, all the criminals flee. Two of them are killed and the rest, except Jacky, are arrested. During the escape, Jacky is also shot. Radha then takes Jacky to the goddess Durga inn run by the villager Sheshadri. There he is treated by a doctor. The doctor says that if he survives for a day, his life will be saved. Radha, as instructed by Sheshadri, repeatedly pleads with goddess Durga to save Jacky. Good goddess Durga hears her plea and Jacky's life is saved. The police are unaware of Jacky and Radha's whereabouts. Srikant Mathur, promising to capture Jacky and Radha, sets out in search of them. Seeing Radha's love for him, Jacky confesses his crime before the idol of goddess Durga, saying that he is a criminal, but he lied to Radha that he was a policeman. He is ready to face whatever punishment she gives him for his crime. At that time, Radha arrives and overhears his confession. Despite this, she declares that she deeply loves Jacky, whom he calls Kishan, even in this form. She also urges Jacky, whom she calls Kishan, to surrender to the police. They will marry after he is released from the prison. Jacky agrees to do so. Radha returns home and Jacky surrenders to Damodar. The police case Damodar files regarding Jacky's surrender could land him on the gallows. When Radha learns to this, she tells Damodar that if this happens, your sister will become a widow without marriage because she has accepted Jacky as her husband. This left Damodar bewildered. Damodar significantly weakens the police case in the court, but despite this, the court sentences Jacky to 2 years of rigorous imprisonment. Upon hearing of Jacky's sentence, Saka becomes furious and then one day seizes an opportunity to escape from jail. The police pursue him, but he eludes them by jumping into a large lake and escapes to his gang. Seeing Jacky's 2-year sentences, Damodar hatches a plan to postpone Radha's wedding by 2 years. As a part of this plan, he disguises himself as the uncle of his friend Jimmy, played by Shakti Kapoor, and tells Srikant Mathur that Radha and Jimmy have been in love since college days. Jimmy has gone abroad to study medicine and will return in 2 years. Meanwhile, his disguise is partially removed, revealing the true identity. However, he then confesses that he assumed to disguise out of fear. Srikant Mathur tells Radha, I raised you with so much love and affection and you could not even tell me such a small thing. Jacky's 2-year sentence has increased Radha's restlessness. She goes to the place where she last met Jacky and becomes lost in his memory. In prison, Jacky too yearns them to meet Radha and lives there under great compulsion. Through a letter, Radha tells Jacky, whom she calls Kishan, that this letter is her last letter and that she will no longer be able to go to jail to meet him. Finally, the period of separation ends on the day Jacky, whom Radha calls Kishan, is due to be released from the prison. Radha goes to meet him. There she learns that Kishan has left just 2 hours earlier. Radha then returns to the place where they had said their last goodbyes and promised to meet again. Radha and Kishan are expressing their love in each other's embrace when Damodar arrives. Damodar asks Jacky if he knows how to work in a garage. When he says in affirmative, he brings him to the garage of Bharat, played by Madan Puri, a friend of Srikant Mathur, and get him employed. One day, Srikant Mathur's wife and his sister go to buy some jewelry for Radha and spot Jimmy at the jewelry store. Srikant Mathur's sister shows Jimmy to her sister-in-law, saying that he is Radha's future husband. They both irresistibly brings Jimmy home. Initially, Jimmy refuses the marriage, calling it a sham. However, when he catches sight of Radha, he attempts to make it a reality by marrying her. When he discovers that Radha loves Jacky, not him, he takes Radha to Jacky's garage and one day tries to humiliate him, but Jacky in turn gives him a blunt retort, leaving him speechless. Following this, a world-class motorcycle race is held in Bombay. Jimmy boasts to his future father-in-law that he will make everyone proud by winning this race. But even in this world-class race, Jacky humiliates him by defeating him and winning the number 1 title. Rajdoot Motors organizes a grand felicitation ceremony to celebrate Jacky's victory. Srikant Mathur is the chief guest at this event. A musical performance by Jacky, also known as Kishan and Radha, is to be performed in this. Seeing Radha slipping from his hands, Jimmy tells Srikant Mathur about Radha and Jacky's love, thinking that this will expose everything and Srikant Mathur will marry Radha to him instead of Jacky. Hearing this from Jimmy, Srikant Mathur asks him to see it with his own eyes. Srikant Mathur considers Jimmy his son-in-law, so when Jacky and Radha take to the stage about their love and fearlessness, Srikant Mathur becomes angry and asks Jimmy to take Radha home. When Jimmy goes on stage to share Radha's father's feeling, Radha, fearing her father, starts to leave. Just then Jacky, also known as Kishan, begins playing the flute. As soon as Radha hears the flute, she immediately returns to Kishan. The organizer then joyfully presents Radha and Kishan with the winning trophy. Seeing this, Srikant Mathur and Jimmy returns home feeling angry. On Janmashtami festival, a grand celebration is underway at Srikant Mathur's house when Jacky arrives and asks Srikant Mathur for Radha's hand in marriage. Indirect, Srikant Mathur pulls out his revolver intending to kill him. Radha then shields Jacky and tells her father that he cannot take Jacky's life without taking his daughter Radha's life. Meanwhile, Srikant's wife knocks the revolver from his hands. Meanwhile, Srikant's sister taunts Jacky by talking about Jacky and Radha eloping. Jacky then once again asks for Radha's hand in marriage, saying that won't be forcefully take her away. If he wanted to, he would have done so 2 years ago. Srikant then angrily calls her parents filthy people. In fact, Jacky lives without Radha, drinks heavily and promises to become goon Jacky again. Bharat arrives there and taunts Jacky for losing without a fight. Seeing Jacky's behavior, Srikant wants to quickly arrange Radha's marriage with Jimmy as soon as he leaves. After printing the wedding card for Jimmy and Radha, he tells Jimmy everything over the phone. Delighted, Jimmy asks Saka to join the wedding procession. With a sly smile, Saka says he will definitely attend his wedding because he has many accounts to settle there. Seeing Jacky's plight, Bharat goes to Damodar and explains the situation. He then says that even though Srikant has arranged Radha's marriage with Jimmy, he does not think Jimmy as a good man. Damodar himself shares a similar opinion. He has even discussed the matter with his police department. Just then a police officer arrives and gives him Jimmy's record, explaining Jimmy's connection to smugglers around the world, including India. As per Damodar's plan, Bharat shows Jimmy's report from the police to Srikant, congratulating him on marrying his daughter to a criminal and making him a criminal son-in-law. Upon reading this report, Srikant immediately tears up the wedding card and throws it away, informing Jimmy that the wedding will not take place. When a girl at Jimmy's hangout taunts him about this infidelity, Jimmy kills her by taking a narcotic performance-enhancing drug. Saka then arrives. He prepares to conceal the girl's body and prevent the matter from reaching it to the police. Upon arriving at Jimmy's hideout, Saka learns from criminals that the girl Jimmy was supposed to marry was the same girl Jacky had previously kidnapped. This leads Saka to discover that the girl is none other than Radha, the daughter of former Inspector General Srikant. He holds Jacky responsible for the entire ordeal. He also wants to settle his own score with Jacky. Therefore, he sends criminals to capture Jacky. After Bharat returns from Jacky's house, Jacky, holding a bottle of liquor, arrives at the same beach where he and Radha used to dream of their wedding. Holding a statue of Radha in his hand, he declares that all love stories are fake. By then, Billa, a goon sent by Saka, arrives with several goons to start a fight. He attempts to take the Radha's idol from Jacky's hand, in which Jacky sees an image of Radha. This angers Jacky and he hits him on his head, injuring him. Billa, along with his associates, then beats him with chains and rods, leaving him nearly dead. He is about to stab Jacky to death when a gangster whom is with Jacky opens fires on Billa and his companion, killing some of them. Then, as Billa is fleeing in a jeep with his remaining companions, they detonates a bomb, blowing up the jeep along with the criminals. He then comes to Jacky, assesses his condition, and admits him to the hospital. Following this incident, Saka, through one of his men, introduces himself as Jacky's friend called Radha to the hospital, telling her that Jacky is in critical condition. Upon learning from Saka's gang members that Jaka is dying, Radha runs frantically out of the house and runs towards the hospital. Seeing this, her aunt Kamla also chases after her to stop her. Just then, a gang of gangsters Saka arrives, and one of them, promising to drop them off at their destination, forces them into his car and, threatening them with a revolver, takes them to Saka's hideout. When Bharat and Damodar learns of Jacky's hospitalization, they also rush to the hospital to inquire about his condition. They find Jacky's fellow gangster, who tell them that they have now changed. The criminal brings Radha and Srikant's sister Kamla to his hideout and hands them over to Saka. Saka then informs Srikant over the phone that his daughter Radha and sister Kamla are currently at his mercy. If Srikant wants to save their honor, he must help two smugglers who are traveling to Singapore with illegal goods. Srikant assures him of this, but at the airport he exposes them, leading to their arrest by the police. Damodar is stunned by Srikant's exposure of the criminals and sees danger looming over Radha and Kamla. He then tells Srikant that by doing this he has put Radha and Kamla's life in danger, therefore he must go there to save them. He then tells Srikant a plan according to which the criminal accompanying Jacky will take him to Saka's hideout at gunpoint, and he himself will disguise himself and go to Saka's hideout to try to rescue Radha and Kamla. When Srikant arrives at Saka's hideout, Saka is talking about showing him true colors to Srikant. Damodar arrives disguised as a major international smuggler and shows him passports in different names. Saka mistakes him for a joke and tells him his men that both of them will now receive their due death. To sentence Srikant to death, he puts a noose around his neck and asks Jimmy to dishonor his daughter in front of him. He then suggests shooting Damodar, who has been changing bases in the same way as he has been. Srikant is made to stand on a drum and noose is playing around his neck. Jimmy attempts to rape Radha, but Radha picks up a dagger and threatens suicide. Jimmy shows her that the scene in the hospital and tells her that if she does so, her friend Kishan will also be killed. All he needs to do this is to make a phone call. Radha agrees to do as Jimmy tells her. Jimmy forces Radha to dance to a song with him in front of Srikant and begins to play pranks on her. Meanwhile, Jacky regains consciousness. The criminals watching him, who is actually closer to Jacky than Saka, informs him of everything. Jacky, in this state, hides his motorcycle to Saka's hideout and storms into the room where Jimmy is flanking Radha in front of Srikant. Jacky kills Jimmy and removes the noose from Srikant's neck. In another room, Saka's goon is about to shoot Damodar when Srikant fires his pistol at him. Damodar is also saved. Saka then calls Jacky over and claims that he has taught him the art of fighting. Jacky then approaches him and throws Saka out of the window without Saka can do anything. Damodar is descending the ladder with Radha. Then Saka arrives and throws the ladder into the sea, causing Radha to drown. Jacky arrives and beats Saka, killing him and throwing him also into the sea. He then rescues Radha from drowning, hands her over to her family, and then started returning home. Then Srikant tells him that you will not return alone, but Radha will also accompany you. Actually, I made a mistake in understanding you love, and when the truth of your love came before me, I gladly hand over Radha to you. On this, Damodar makes the atmosphere pleasant by saying that now we have to think not about was, but only about is and will be. After this, Radha and Jacky, whom Radha calls Kishan, both come in each other's embrace and get lost in their love. With this scene, the story of the film hero ends here.